I'm Uri Shulevitz. I'm the author of When I Wore My Sailor Suit. When I Wore My Sailor Suit is based on a memory from my childhood. It's taking place before World War II, when I was about 3.5 years old. I wore a sailor suit at the time because that was the fashion in children's wear. We had a friend of the family, his name was Mintz. When I used to visit his apartment, there was a picture on the wall. And I used to get very intimidated by that man. To me, he was a scary stranger. He wore a hat, he had a huge mustache, and he held this big staff in his hand. And his gaze, which was stern and disapproving, followed me wherever I went in the room. And I never forgot this man in the picture. In fact, I thought about it for years, and finally I wrote it down in 1991 in my notebook. After a couple of years, I wrote the story, but it wasn't until 2007 that I finally began to work on the pictures. I imagine that when a composer writes a piece of music, he or she will decide whether it's going to be played in a major or a minor key. To me, it isn't so much different when it comes to approaching a book. I also would think about in what key, so to speak, the book will be, or in what kind of overall mood the book will have. But it's not only the overall mood of the book, but it's also the mood of each picture. Each picture would have a dominant color. I've been asked how I develop my characters. What happens is I see a visual image in my mind, but it's rather very vague. It's as if I am seeing it from a very great distance, and I see an overall figure, but I don't see the details. And it is through the process of sketching it that gradually the figure emerges. I consider pacing extremely important. To me, pacing, it's like breathing to a living organism. It determines the rhythm in which the words are going to be read, and that can enhance or detract from a picture book if it's not done properly. That's why I spend a great deal of time on that.